Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the fourth and final video of the 2021 Community Builder Celebration. Please find a table and take your seats. That is what I would normally be saying at the beginning of this event. Instead, I get to say, get comfortable, adjust the volume on your phone or computer, and feel free to enjoy your lunches. Whether you have been with us all week or joined us just today, we are so grateful you are here. My name is Julia Cook, and I am an explorer with the OEC Post. I am really excited to be with you today. I represent more than 25,000 youth served by exploring, scouting, and base camp programs. It is my pleasure to welcome you to today's celebration in honor of, drumroll please, young people. Thank you for supporting youth in our community. In the next few minutes, we will highlight how the Exploring program has impacted the life of a local youth, Tristan Mortel, from Washington County Sheriff's Post 9258, and then present the 2021 Community Builder Award to Debbie Montgomery of St. Paul. Throughout the week, we have shared the stories of 6 2021 Spurgeon Award recipients, people who are caring, kind, generous, and passionate about giving back to the community. Their professional leadership, civic service, and dedication to youth makes them true builders of our community. Let's congratulate them all one more time. John Guttery, Lewis Henry, Bill Lench, Allison O'Toole, Jill Renslow, and Sheriff Dan Starry. Congratulations to all of the recipients this year. They are a shining example of the great work happening in the community, and Northern Star Exploring is proud to have presented them with the Spurgeon Award. The Community Builder event supports the Exploring program in the Twin Cities and surrounding area. Exploring is a work-based career education program. Exploring matches young men and women with businesses and organizations in their career field of interest, building leadership, citizenship, and a healthy, prepared workforce. Exploring posts are led by youth members, with company and organization volunteers serving as real-life advisors and mentors. It is through this partnership that Exploring successfully provides young men and women with hands-on experiences, encouragement, and essential information in preparing them to face the world. Exploring represents so much more than an extracurricular activity. It is perhaps the greatest opportunity for youth to experience a career before the pressure of college, degree programs, moving away from home, or simply not knowing what career options they have. I want to personally thank each of you for your support of this program. Last year, Exploring engaged over 1,900 women and men through community partnership in its border Twin Cities area. I can give you many more facts and figures, but to really help you understand what your support provides, we have asked Tristan Mortel, a member of the Washington County Sheriff's Explorer Post, to tell us a bit about his experiences.
Good afternoon, my name is Tristan Mortel. I'm a part of the Washington County Law Enforcement Exploring Post 9528. My exploring career began when I was 14 and I joined my local fire exploring post. When I was younger, my mom was an exploring advisor for my local fire department. I always wanted to join. I couldn't wait till the day I could join. My 14th birthday came and I swear I was the happiest and most excited to join the exploring post. After I joined, I was able to go on fire calls. That's where I discovered a part of myself I didn't know I had. I loved helping people and making a difference in my community. At 16, I began entry-level firefighter and passed. Right after that, I began taking Firefighter 1 and hazmat operations. I passed both and became the youngest certified firefighter in the department at 16 years old. After a while, I was looking for something a little different, and one of my friends was a law enforcement explorer. I remember the very first night of Explorers, back in August of 2020, the scenarios for that night were traffic stops. I watched and observed the entire night. All of my post-explorers working together hard on how to complete a successful traffic stop. Doing it safely, what to look for, what to ask are all crucial things I learned. Later that night, my friend Tyler, who had initially got me interested, asked me, "Tristan, do you want to join the post?" With a huge smile on my face, I said yes. Ever since then, I've met people and have built relationships that I couldn't have built without being an explorer. I don't know where I would be today if I hadn't joined this special group of friends. Since joining the post, it has helped me find what I wanted to do as a career. It helped me gain so many skills that I can apply to the real world in my future career as a law enforcement officer. Exploring means a lot to me. I have loved every second of it. It's helped me become a better person, a better leader, thinker, and speaker. I have had opportunities I don't think were ever possible for me. Exploring helped me find what I wanted to do as a lifelong career, build unbreakable friendships, and learn. Without exploring, I don't know where I would be today. What I have been taught by my exploring advisors about law enforcement and firefighting is second to none. It has helped me discover who I am, what my future career path will be, and what it means to help people and support my local community. Lastly, I want to thank all of the volunteers who have worked with me over the years. They truly make a huge difference in the lives of young people. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Tristan. Your story is like thousands of others served through the Exploring program, which could not be possible without support from our event sponsors. Thank you to the following sponsors. The pillar of the community sponsors for 2021 are the Catherine B. Anderson Fund of the St. Paul Foundation and ECOLAB. The 2021 leadership sponsor is Delta Airlines. The Exploring program sponsors are MAIRS and Power and XL Energy. The Salute sponsors are Mall of America, Securian, and Spire Credit Union. Thank you for your commitment to youth and to the Exploring program. Your support helps youth like me be able to learn about career fields and help enhance my education with hands-on experiences. Thank you for your time and support today, and throughout the week for all of the other award recipients. If you would like to learn more about how you can get involved as a mentor or volunteer in the Exploring or Scouting program, please contact Northern Star Scouting. Your involvement will make a very real difference in the lives of young people. It is now time for a very special tribute. I am privileged today to present the 2021 Community Builder Award. This prestigious honor is given to a person who has demonstrated their commitment to making our community a better place in which to live. This year's recipient will join the ranks of other notable community leaders that include a governor, a senator, successful business people, and well-known community leaders. This year's recipient is Debbie Montgomery of St. Paul. Debbie Montgomery is a lifelong Minnesotan and resident of the historic Rondeau neighborhood, has held numerous leadership roles in the community. Among these was her membership in the NAACP's National Board, the youngest person to hold the position, and her active involvement in the civil rights movement, including the 1963 March on Washington and the 1965 Selma March. As a young woman, Montgomery was the first African-American female speed skating champion.
I'm a product of the village of Rondeau, and that's, that was a community that was very tightly knit. Families supported each other. If you needed something, your neighbors made sure to take care to make sure your family had it. If you were going down the street and acting up, there was not a problem of somebody pulling you aside and saying, "And what's your name? What family do you belong to?" and you know, that's not the appropriate behavior, and you should not act like that. And they would always correct you, and so they would. And by the time you got home, the phone call, the drum beat had gotten home, and you had got, besides getting whiplash, tongue lashed from the neighbor telling you how it is, when you got home, your parents were on it saying, I understand Mrs. Jones said you were acting up out on the street out there. So, I mean, that was one of the things about the Rondo neighborhood and the village that we had. And, you know, we were very tightly knit. I lived a block from St. Peter Claver Church and school, and so most of the kids in the neighborhood went to St. Peter Claver, and they had the oblate nuns there, and so the nuns were always making sure we were on our P's and Q's and acting appropriately. But they were always there to support us on issues that we had or concerns that we had. And then our priest, you know, Father Sledge, Father McDonough, Father Eric, I mean, they're all there that have been supportive of not only me but my family. All my kids were baptized there and got confirmed there, and so church is important to us, and it was important in the Rondo neighborhood.
Notably, Montgomery was the first female police officer in St. Paul, served in 1975 to 2003, and finished her time with the SPPD as a senior commander. Montgomery excelled and realized that she had an opportunity to provide that a woman could do the same work as men. She became the first female police officer in St. Paul. On the force, Montgomery participated in educational programs and built trust with youth in her community.
You know what? Youth are our future, and that's, I mean, those are the things where we have to make sure, one, that they're respected and that they respect themselves and understand that they're important, and that they're loved. I mean, you know, we need to have that love that is there so that they understand that and they understand their worth. I always tell, as I teach, I always tell my students, you know, look at yourself, identify your strong areas and your strong suits, and then look at yourself and think about, okay, where are the areas that I'm short, I'm not as strong in? And then look at some of your friends that may be stronger in those areas and see how they attack or work on those issues. And so those are the kinds of things that I think are important to understand why our youth and the overall development of how they're going to impact society.
Her election as a city council member for St. Paul's Ward 1 in 2003 saw her focus on equity and community development. Montgomery holds 2 Master of Arts degrees, including public administration and law enforcement, and has taught police education for over 20 years. Her volunteer service includes work with the Hallie Q. Brown Community Center, St. Peter Cleaver Church, and the African American Leadership Council, the National Black, Latino, Asian, and Somali Police Officers Association, Respectfully, and a host of other organizations. Montgomery said helping her community improve always has been what drives her. It drove her to raise 4 children who contribute positively to their communities. It drove her to a city council seat in 2004, a role in which she provided crucial and beginning investments, jobs, and senior housing to her ward. It drives her to continue educating the next generation of police officers, and it drives her to continue answering the phone as all sorts of community members look to her for advice, guidance, and to come speak to groups or at their school, or to find who she can connect them with to help solve whatever issue they're facing.
Well, community service to me is about giving back. It's about being able to engage with your community, being able to identify issues that are out there and to bring all of the resources that you may have or the contacts you know to address the concerns that are going on in the community. And each one of us has those kind of resources that we can use. and the connections so that we can resource and tap into other areas that will make us successful and make society and the community much better off.
Montgomery has been married to her husband, Robert, for 55 years. She has 4 children, one of whom works as an investment banker and 3 of whom have served in law enforcement. One lives in Texas, one lives in New Jersey, one lives in Maryland, and one lives right next door. On behalf of the Board of Directors of Northern Star Scouting, it is my honor to present the 2021 Community Builder Award to Debbie Montgomery. Congratulations. Your work is an inspiration to thousands of young people. That concludes our presentation. As we close this final video, let's take one last look at our 2021 Spurgeon and Community Builder recipients. Thank you for watching the 2021 Community Builder Celebration. For more information about the Exploring program, visit www.northernstar.org. Thank you.